photo shoots. And photo shoots and what happens is they say, Bill, can you just stand in the back now? All right, now, if you just, all right, poke your head up through, right between Michael and Peter, that's right. Now, if you just lean forward, chin up, please, chin up. All right, now look at my hand, not me, at my hand. All right, now, would you be so kind to can you just give me the big eyes? This happens, and I think it made him crazy. I'm just reading into it. Not crazy, but he had to stop. I think if you look in the photos, you can see him glaze, and he's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I'm just going to go be a fucking farmer. Which he did, and I believe he's lived happily ever after since. And as a fan, it's an incredible, exciting thrill to see him here tonight. In closing, and on a personal note, I'll just say that Peter moved to Seattle a number of years ago, and now they have great musicians from Seattle playing in their band, a great drummer called Bill Rieflin, Ken Stringfellow, and Scott McCoy, who's here tonight. Peter's been just a tremendous part of our musical community there, and when he moved there, Seattle music and everything was getting a little out of control, and they really took us all under their wings, and as they have with other musicians like Tom York and people of class, and they became like big brothers, and as survivors, there was a lot they could teach us. They couldn't save us all, though they tried, and how I wish that it were Kurt Cobain who was giving the speech tonight. I'd be so happy to have been the second choice after him. But what I'm saying is, no matter what we can give them back in the form of this honor, we'll never match what they've given to us. And this is not even mentioning social causes and activism, which should not be a postscript. They've taught us a lot about that as well, and inspired us. And so I am truly indebted, and I say that as a representative of so many, and I say thank you from myself and from the huge numbers of people around the world who have been moved by them, and by some strange power invested in me. Right now, I hereby induct R.E.M. into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much. I would like to thank Eddie Vedder for not only his extremely kind and thoughtful words, but for his years of music as well. Thank you, Eddie. I'd like to say that we are all extremely humbled and awed and honored by the sheer talent of the musicians and non-musicians here in this room tonight. And beyond that, the talent and the influence and the power of all of those who have come and gone before us. And in keeping with that, I would like to make a couple of personal thank yous to some that are here and some that are not. First, I would like to thank my mother, Adora, for contributing to the DNA. Thank you. And secondly, because I can, I want to thank Bill Berry, Peter Buck, and Michael Stipe for changing my life and making everything I have possible. On the other note, for those that are not here, I want to personally take a moment to thank the the older brother that I never had, Mr. Ian Copeland, who passed away this past year, and also my father, Frank, who passed away in 2001. And that's it. With those words, I turn it over to Michael.
We are incredibly honored to be here tonight at the Waldorf Astoria. When we first put the band together, the only thing we really wanted to do was play New York City. And I would say that we've done it tonight, or well, we're about to. The honor of being here is heightened 4 times over by the other inductees this year. We bought, and I still own, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five's record in 1979. Van Halen provided a soundtrack somewhere in the early 80s, I think it was 1984, The Song of a Summer, which is a hard thing to do with the song Jump. The Ronettes, who've been singing their songs as long as I can remember. And of course, Patti Smith. This might seem like a cheap way to get a standing ovation, but I'm going to list a lot of people who are here this evening, and I'd like for you to stand and remain standing until I've finished. I'll start with... Who should I start with? I'll start with Buck Williams, Tom Scott, Mark Williams, Jay Boberg and his entire team from the IRS years. Please stand, remain standing. Lenny Waronker and Mo Austin. Don Passman, Greg Harrison, Sue Wildish, Barbara Sharon, Tom Wally and his entire team from the ongoing Warner Brother years. Hidden Joy, 2 of the greatest producers who we're lucky to be able to not only work with, but form lifelong friendships with. Scott Litt and Pat McCarthy, please stand.